Good morning, folks. Okay, go ahead, throw it in the chat. Hey, good morning, hello, how you doing? Just to make sure you're here. Then everybody can fire up their slideshow and we will get going. Morning, 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 morning. And I'm waiting on Damien. All right. And I will take the attendance. Remote attendance. What is today? Today is January 20th. Woohoo! January 20th. And I have Aaron, Damien, Anhydrose, Aaron, Natalie. Do I have a Natalie? I do not have a Natalie today. Do I have an Aaron? Yes, I do. Do I have a Mia? Yes, I do. And a Massey? No, I do not. And I have a Meadows. Yes, I do. Now, oh, wait a minute. Isaac, is that Isaac Beasley or Isaac Meadows? Isaac, are you Isaac Beasley or Isaac Meadows? I have an Ozzy and a Scales. He says Meadows. Okay, great. All right, cool. All right, attendance taken. Let's rock, sand, or roll. And screen one, nope, screen two, share. All right, can everybody see my slideshow? Yes, no, maybe so. Slideshow, yes, no, maybe so. Yes, excellent. Okay. So with that in mind, we should already be able to factor by distribution. That's fine. And now we have guess and check versus undistribute. All right. That brings us to where we need to talk today. And ImageMate and on. Can everybody see my hand? Yes. Okay. Here we go. So we know that if we have something like this, 6x squared plus 2x, that can be broken up by taking out a 2x, leaving 3x plus 1. Does everybody agree with that? Yes or no? Yay, okay. Now, to check that, what we do is we plug it back in. We multiply it back through. So I got, oh, that's our 6x squared plus 2x. Okay, so those two match. Yes, this was the correctly factored problem. Now, factors mean if I have something like 6, oh, 6 breaks down into 1 and 6, or it breaks down into 2 and 3. These are factors, things that multiply together to make 6. So that's what we're looking for. Now, on the other hand, if I have something, so I have this times this equals, oh, let's say we have x squared plus 3x plus 2. What times what makes this? You say, I don't know. I was able to break up 6 into 1 and 6 and 2 and 3, but I don't know what that is. That's what we're going to be doing, guys. We're going to be trying to figure out how do I take this and break it back down. All right. Now, to break it back down, we're going to need to do a number of things. But before we do that, let's look at a couple pieces on how it might go together. So if I had something like x plus 7, x minus 3. All right, I want to multiply those two things together and figure out what is my answer. Now, this is something we did. This is something we did last week, I guess, when we did multiplying. So somebody tell me, what is the answer to this? Go, put those together. Morning, Tabitha. All right.
Good morning.
It went away. Oh, it did go away. My bad, Hunter. There you go. Thank you, buddy. So what we're doing right now is we're multiplying this times this to put it here. All right, what's the very first thing I do? What's the very first thing I would write when I try multiplying these? First term is, put it in the chat. Okay, someone went all out. Yeah, x squared because I got this times this. Very good. Now, what is the second term that I'm going to need? Well, that's this times this minus 3x. Then I'm going to start doing this one. Plus 7x minus 21. There you go. All right, and combine like terms, so I get x squared plus 4x minus 21. So good job, Aaron. The only thing we would need to do is make sure we simplify that middle. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. What we have to do is we have to FOIL. First, outer, inner, last. First times first. So first times first. Outer times outer, because they're on the outsides. Inner times inner. And last times last. FOIL. All right, so first times first, outer times outer, inner times inner, last times last. Now, that's one way to think of it. What we've been doing is we've not been using FOIL, we've just been using distribute, because what we've done is we've simply said A times C plus A times D. That's the first part. Plus B times C plus B times D. So we've just been using the distribute method. What we need to do now is we need to find a way. We need to find a way to break these up. So to break these back down, let's go back up to our original example. X squared plus 3x plus 2. All right, well, here's the deal. I know that I'm going to need a first part and a first part, and a second part and a second part. So I'm going to need those two at minimum. And I'm going to need some sort of sign in the middle and some sort of sign in the middle. So step number one is take out common. What that means is you do exactly this. If I'm going to break something down, I'm going to try to take out what I can and make what's left way more simple. In this case, there's nothing that I can take out front. There's nothing that I could take out front that would make it easier. So what we need to do is the next step. First parts. First parts. Now, we saw from putting these two together that we have an x and an x are what make x squared. So if all I have up front, the only things in the world that make x squared is 1x here and 1x here. When I put them together, they become x squared. So I can guarantee that that is going to be the truth. Right there, x and x. Now, I also know that my last parts are going to make my last term. So in the case of negative 21, 7 and 3 were the only way to break down 21. Well, in our case, what's the only way? What are the only factors of 2? Put them in the chat. What are the only factors of 2? Good morning, by the way, Morgan. So what are the factors of 2? Two breaks down into what and what? What are the only factors of 2, guys? Literally, it's the number 2. 2 times 1, thank you. So 2 times 1, because remember, we're multiplying 7 times 3, 21. What times what is 2? Well, that's going to be 1 and 2. Now, by the way, I have no idea whether 1 goes here and 2 goes here, or 2 goes here and 1 goes here. No idea. None whatsoever. Have no idea. But that's okay. So first parts and last parts. Number 4, we got to have some signs in the middle. Now, what signs do you think need to go in these 2 spots right here? Tell me what signs. Multiply, subtract, divide, add, whatever. What signs go in there? Add. Okay. They say plus and plus. So let's test it. Let's see if we got it correct. How do I get it correct, or how do I double check it? Check by multiply. So here we go. Distribute. X times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. 1 times x is 1x. 1 times 2 is 2. So I get x squared plus 3x plus 2. There you go. Did we get the correct answer? If we did, then these are the correct factors. All right, that is what we're going to be doing. That's what we're going to be doing for basically the next 2 weeks. And it's going to be the same steps. Take out common, first parts, last parts, signs, check and multiply. All right. Let's go ahead and let's do one more here. Let's do one more here. Let's go 2x to the third plus 10x plus 8. Let's do this one. All right, now let's go through our steps. First things first. Oh, wait a minute. X squared next. Let's go through our steps. First things first. What do I need to do first? First step is, what does it say literally? Put it in the, there you go. Take out common. So in this case, what's common? What is common to all of these terms? What is in every spot? An x, I agree. So that would leave x squared, that would leave x, and that would leave nothing there. What else is common to everything here? What number? Two. Very good. Okay. So if I take a 2 and an x out, that leaves 1x squared plus 5x plus 4. So that is step number 1, take out common. So that has made our problem more simple than it was before. Number 2, we want first parts. So how do I break this? How do I break the first term into 2 parts? What would it be? What goes here and what goes here? How do I break up x squared? The only 2 things that multiply together to make x squared are x and x. Very good. All right, so now let's do the next one, last parts. All right, how do I make up a 4? Now, in this case, I have a couple options. What's one option for making 4? What times what is 4? 2 times 2. Cool, let's do it. 2 plus, because I need signs. Okay, now, what's the next step? I need to check it. So here we go, x times x, x squared, x times 2 plus 2x, 2x plus 4, x squared plus 4x, uh-oh. Does this match here? Does this match this? Yes or no? No. So did I use the correct numbers? No. That's wrong, which means I'm going to go back. Start again. Take out common. Got it. First parts only got one choice. Signs only got one choice. Instead of 2 and 2, what should I have used here and here? What are the factors of 4? Instead of 2 and 2, how do I break down 4? 4 and 1. There we go. Now I have to put my signs in. Well, everything's positive, so everything's positive. Signs. So here we go. Let's get our signs done. We did that. Let's check it. X times x, x squared. X times 1, 1x. 4 times x, 4x. 4 times 1, 4. What is 1x plus 4x? So the 2x has just been sitting out here the whole time. And that brings us to x squared plus 5x plus 4. Does that match what we were trying to do? Yes, it does. And if I wanted to throw this back in, would it make 2x cubed plus 10x squared plus 8x? Would that match the original? Yes, it does. Okay, so this is what we're doing. Should you be good at it yet? No, not necessarily, but we're going to follow the same steps all the way down through. Let's talk about what is due. Let's talk about what is due. You guys need to do factoring by distribution, which is taking out common. So all of this by Thursday. And then, not this, it's optional. And video only due Thursday. So video only on this slide due Thursday. So you have slide 13 and part of slide 15 due on Thursday. Any questions? If not, I will see you tomorrow. Try to be on time, guys. Thank you.